Good morning. Happy Monday, y'all. Morning, Tex. How are you doing today? And Strawberry, hello to you. Thank you. Hi. Um, Mondays, right? Like, they're a cliche for a reason. Good morning, Marmar. Hello. Good to see you again. So, we are starting our Monday after. Good morning, Xylica. You're supposed to be at work. We are starting our morning off after a long weekend of changing my mind a lot about what I wanted to do with the save. You're well enough. Thank you for asking. Of course. Always so happy to see you here in the morning. Um, if you remember, last week I had this save. How am I doing today? I don't want to have to say it every morning, but there's not enough coffee on the planet. Absolutely. It's a busy week this week, and so we're all just trying to start our morning slow and take it easy and do what we can. So I have a save game that I've been showing you guys on stream, and then I had a separate save for the expedition that I was playing with my husband. And over the weekend I realized it was so complicated, guys. Like, trying to remember, I already have two main normal saves, so I'm trying to remember what I have there and what I have on this character. And so I decided not to play a separate game with my husband. I just went ahead and used my main character. I had to do all the farming and stuff anyways, you gotta get that out of the way. You don't want to watch me farm ferrite dust for 5 hours. And it helped a lot. Please ignore my janky screen, like, freighter here. I just threw a bunch of stuff down that I needed real quick. Had some plans, canceled the plans, you know how it goes. One exciting thing that I did is because last week we did the black hole and we got all of the portal coordinates. And this weekend I thought, you know what, I'm hampering myself. I want to focus on the gameplay. So I went to some portal coordinates and I found an activated indium farm, which is part of the game. It's not cheating. It's just a thing people do. And some people don't like going there when you first start out because it feels like you're getting a leg up or whatever, and you totally are. Don't get me wrong. But there are other things to do in the game, and I wanted to get that out of the way. So I had a boatload of cash, boatload of materials. And I found a really great indium farm, and you'll see I threw a bunch of storage containers up. It doesn't matter where you put them because I'm not going to go and sort them all individually. While you're standing on the freighter, you can click freighter and then tab through all of your different storage boxes, which is nice. And you'll see, if you look up on the top left screen, I have 389 million units, which is a lot. It's not nearly as much as you can get in the game, but it's an awesome head start. It allowed me to buy a lot of mats so I can install a bunch of modules on all the things I wanted to install. I still have a few that I didn't finish installing. And most importantly, it made it so that I could focus on the fun stuff that I was doing. Secondly, I ended up bringing back a ton of activated indium, so I can make more money with that by selling that later on in the game, or I can turn it into chromatic metal, which is used in a lot of the crafting, which I did. I made a whole bunch in the refiner, and that helped so much. Like, I don't have to worry about the money. I don't have to stress about it and be trying to farm units and stuff. I do need to farm nanites, which is what I'll do probably here in the next day or so. I only have 250 nanites. I need a lot. But with that said, that means I did a lot of the milestones off screen. And I tried not to do any of the super important ones. Some of them I did on accident. It happens when you're playing and enjoying the game. But I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea. One thing that we did, my husband and I, we kind of started going to the rendezvous points, because all these things that you do around these phases, like I said, it's not linear. You can get them at any time. You don't have to be following along the route to do it, but you do have to follow the route eventually. And so we started doing that. We got 3, I think we started to go to 4, and then we had to call it quits. But you'll see in phase 2 we had a few more things. I think we did I harvested some plants on a thing. We did the black hole last week in Rocket Man. I visited a red star, and I will say it was a little frustrating because what I did is I didn't know. If you see there, it says visit a red star. Your reward is a supreme hyperdrive upgrade, which you'll see is in a different screen. But for the starship, Supreme, it's one of these guys. S-Class. No? Anyways, it gives you like 200 plus light years, so you can go a lot further. And it also gives you 999 cadmium, which is what you need to get the next hyperdrive installed, right? I didn't see that part of it, so I actually spent a huge portion of my weekend farming all those mats. I farmed, let's see, I farmed cadmium, I farmed emerald. It was a whole thing, and then I went to the stars, and it gave me them. So I was a little bummed about that. So don't be me, and make sure that you do that on your, keep an eye. I didn't look through. Oh, I'm wondering why my eyes are getting all blurry, and it's because I'm not wearing my glasses. That explains a lot, frankly. Stupid. There we go. Ah. That's better. Now I can see what's going on. So don't be me. Look through and make sure that you get a head start and don't give yourself twice the work. But I still had fun doing it, Obviously, with the activated indium, I made 6 million units. I actually made like 480 just from what I brought home. And it gave me some inventory slots, and that was nice. I did do the adopt 4 companions. I kept Lily. We're keeping Lily because I wanted to test it out and see if because we only have the 2 inventory slots right now because we don't have any nanites. And what I did is I got rid of that other pet that we got last week and just adopted another one, and it counted as the 3rd and then the 4th. And so that was pretty cool. And it gave me the nutrient processor plans, which I already bought because, I didn't plan ahead. The nutrient processor is just like its own little portable thing you can set down in your bases. And you can put nutrients, plants, foods, that sort of thing in there. It has its own little inventory, and I can plop one of those down anywhere on a base, and those inventories are linked just like the storage containers. So you can see any base that I set down and put a nutrient processor down. And I wanted that because I was getting a bunch of plants. And then it gave me the recipe for the nutrient processor. So again, I had to go farm more salvage data. What else? So then I visited a green star. I did get a few deep space anomalies, which was fun. A-class we did last week. And then that's it. So that's as far as I got. And I have a list of all of the things I need to farm. I keep a ton of these little sticky notes all over the place. I need salvage data. I need to do more manufacturing facilities. I need to farm for some more frigates. We need to hatch that egg, which is not part of the milestones, but I'm not going to hatch the egg. It's so cute. And I do some ship farming to get a bunch of more nanites. I thought for today, after 30 minutes of rambling here, that I put in the title, I think we're going to do some frigate farming. And then we're going to do some exploration. We're going to try to see if we can't, which phase was that? Discover a new system, and then eventually there's another one where you have to discover 35 of them. That's going to be pretty hard. Marmar, go to class. Stay here because you love me, but also you love school more. And if you hate it, just think. Set a milestone. You know that this semester is almost over. Just look forward to that being over. You're going to have summer break. It's going to be awesome. Do your best. That's all you got to do. I don't know. I'm so simple. Just, work hard. Have you ever thought about, not hating class? It's a joke, obviously. I hope that came across. Oh, I don't know why I went outside. I wanted to show you. I did do a little bit of frigate farming. Frigate. I'm going to have to decide if I'm going to call them frigates or frigates, because I know that it's frigates, but my brain, man, is just it's frigates every time it comes out of my mouth. So what happened was I was just flying around, enjoying discovering things on in space when I came across some frigates that were for sale. And I bought a couple of them because we're rich now, and they were really good. One of them not so good, but temporarily. So I think if you remember, the naming convention that I did is Explorer C class, takes 10 fuel. I bought a trade, we can see it here, a trade specialist that has a bonus. I actually shouldn't have done that. I try to use like a bonus if they get like upgrades. And then the fuel requirements. This is not a good ship. It came with no negative bonuses, which is awesome, but it has 12, it takes 12 tons of fuel, and you really want to get that down because after a while, especially on those really long missions, it's going to take just a ton of fuel, and you're farming for fuel. You can't really just go out and buy it, you have to farm for it eventually. But I didn't have a trade dude, so I thought, why not? I'll put it in there. If I remember correctly, you can have 5 of each type. That may be wrong. I'm just telling lies on stream. I don't even know. But I did get 2 amazing support class vessels. Granted, they're C class, but they'll upgrade over time. What I really love about them is, one, they have the negative 15 fuel cost, which is standard, but they also came with bonus combat and industrial on this guy, and 2 ton fuel requirement, which is the smallest that you can get on the supply vessel, which is great. And now every time they level up, they don't have any negative bonuses, so they're going to get positive. And the same with the other one, except this one had exploration and trade bonuses. These aren't the that's just for now. Like as they get their, they have 3 bonus slots that they get as they level up. They're going to get better ones or different ones, and it'll be different, and then we'll change the name or whatever. But for now, I have those ones. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get some combat ones, so we can have a lot of, whatchamacallit, the balanced routes going. I did send them all out yesterday. You don't need to do that. You can have some hanging out at class. I read class in the chat and then said it out loud. I just sent them all out on a mission. I wanted them to get that XP, get some encounters going. We'll see how they did. I've been getting some good stuff coming back. I love the missions that they go out on. Expeditions. Debrief the commander. And you'll see nothing happened. They took some DNA. I got 369k units, 7 enriched carbon. That's awesome. Bromide salt. And that's it. And I came back. So not a whole lot, but they all probably, I got a rare item. It's purple, so it's probably a couple hundred units. Excuse me. So we can see it'll put it all in the freighter for us. No, it didn't. Put it in my exosuit. That's weird. The enriched carbon, that's a crafting item. It says used for crafting trading. It means that you can sell it or you can wait and build it into something else. We're going to put it in our inventory. And then bromide salt says used for trading. That means it has no other use except to sell it. So we're going to put that in there too. Let's see. Over the weekend, I installed the matter beam so that anytime I'm in a solar system and my freighter is in that solar system, I should be able to portal stuff back and forth between the storage boxes in my freighter and whatnot, and my inventory, which is nice. I also installed a galactic trade terminal in the freighter so I can sell and buy things really fast. Those little, they're not portable because they're permanent installations. You can't pick it up and move it. I mean, you could. You get the mats back when you delete something. But it's not like going to this space station where they have like maybe 2,000 ferrite dust. It'll just have 97, 100 cobalt, like a few things. And depending on what solar system you're in, these will update having like, the special items that you use. We're just going to sell. Oof. I mean, we're rich. I hate to do it. I'm just trying to clear out my inventory. Negative 41 for the bromide salt. Like, when you're normally playing the game and you don't have a little pool of money, you wouldn't sell that. That would be stupid. You're losing out like a ridiculous amount of, almost half the money that you would make. Normally, think about it. Let's see, it says units each 15,000. And then when I open this up to sell it, $9,000 each. So that's a huge loss. But like I said, and this, I'll probably regret it myself later, but I do have a ton of activated indium. We're just going to go ahead and sell it and get it out of there. I don't have, let's see, enriched carbon. I don't think I have the recipes to turn enriched carbon into something else. What is it? Not curiosity, trade item. No, I don't have any of those recipes. So would I like to have them later? Yes. Am I going to have a ton of those mats by that time? Also, yes. So there's really no sense in me holding on to them. Just get the money, get them out of my inventory. Just making sure. I think it looks like I had one more technology that I did not install. The aeration membrane, and lets you swim underwater for a little more time, and I have all the mats, so I'm going to go ahead and install that. And you just put the materials in there, and it installs. Ooh, see, getting sidetracked. This is why I played, I think, let's see, I had 12-something hours in on Friday when we ended stream, and then when I logged in this morning, I had 21 hours. So 9 hours total between Friday evening and Sunday evening. So not a whole lot, but a good significant amount of time. And I didn't get anything done. You saw I got like maybe 6 milestones completed. I did a lot of farming, so that helped a lot, but I get distracted. Hecka easy. Alright, so we're going to sell the splendid orbs. Oh, I passed it. Minus 15 for the enriched carbon. Again, I would never sell that if I wasn't like so loaded and, because I can. So stupid. And there we go. Doing all that exploration I did. Yo, that's so much. It is a lot. But also, look how much, I hate to brag. I don't really. Look. 1, 2, over 2.5 storage spaces full of indium, and each one of these stacks sells for 9.4 million units. So I got a little room to spare. I can be a little exorbitant, and spend some stuff, Save, because ooh, I thought the game was crashing. Oh my gosh, it scared me. Let's make some more of these guys just in case. So you see my inventory got cleaned out. Moved a bunch of stuff to the cargo. Starship, I installed a ton of stuff. I think I'm never going to get that walker membrane. I hate it. Unless someone gives me one at the space station, or I wait until next weekend for the husband to come home and help me farm walkers. I've never in my life, 300 and something hours of this game, I've never killed a walker on my own. I just can't do it. They kick my butt every time, and it is so frustrating. One thing I did, I went back to the Twitch, not the Twitch, the vendor, where you get your Twitch rewards from the Twitch drops, and I picked up a few of the multi-tools. You know how some of them were already had pre-installed modules and stuff, and I replaced all of my multi-tools, and I named them Scan, Mine, and Shoot, and each one has its own specialty. So all my scanning modules, you can't remove the mining beam, which is super annoying to me. I get why it's there, because accidents happen and you might just be stuck on a planet without the ability to leave without a mining beam. But give us the option to build it, personally. But so all my scanning modules and upgrades are going to be on this one, and that includes the survey device and the analysis visor. And then on the second one, which I handily named Mine, I'm going to put all of my mining upgrades. And then on the third one is shoot, and that's going to be all my, you know, I have, what do we have? The bolt caster, we have the pulse splitter, and the plasma launcher, and a little force field, and the mining beam because you can't take it off. I'm going to ask you to not do that. I have someone behind my screen trying to get my attention and play with. Please don't do that. Yes, I'm going to ask you not to do that. And not everyone does that. I'm gonna have to pause. I apologize. 2 minutes tops. I do apologize. It's morning time on a Monday. Nobody wants to work, so they all want attention and to distract me. Oh, I also installed this, which, does it say the name? It doesn't. Basically, what this buddy does, it's a tech, I think. No. Building? Fleet control room. I think because I already built it, it's not going to show it to me. Basically, it's for, you see the little dudes floating around? It's for the exocraft. And that means that, you know, normally when you build on the planet and you have a little base, you can put down these, I can't see it in this menu, but you can put down these little circle things where you can summon the exocraft. Remember the motorcycle that we did last week? You can summon those. But you have to have the little thing on the planet in order to do that. What this allows me to do is that anytime my freighter is in the solar system, and this is important because only one freighter, one player-owned freighter can be in the solar system at one time. So if I go somewhere and someone else has their freighter down, it doesn't work, unfortunately. But if I'm in a solar system where my freighter is at, I can just summon whatever exocraft I want to summon, as long as I have built it somewhere. That's the caveat, which I did build it, that day one that we built the base. Day two, I don't know what day it was. What else? I think that's it. I think I covered everything that I did on the weekend and the changes that I made. I started building out, you see all this big empty space. I started building out an area for the farms and stuff, because I wanted to get the milestone for get 35 plants. But the first planet I landed on that I spent any significant amount of time on, I got the milestone. I still plan to do that. I'm saving up all of my plants here, like I showed you, so that when I get enough of them and some, all this fun stuff, that I can really rock out a big garden. But again, I'll probably put it back upstairs like I like it, kind of out of sight, out of mind, until I want to go do it every day. We'll see. It's not pretty, but it's mine. Alright, so I was going to send out my Frigate. See? Frigates, that's what we're calling it. Bet. Well, we can see if we have a short one we can send them out on while we're farming for more of them. New routes. This is the one I did. It was an exploration, 5 hours. I just threw it on last night before I went to bed, and 28 hours. Oof. Nah, we'll wait. We'll see what we can get when we go shopping. We're going shopping, guys. So quiet and chill this morning. I love it. I had set up some music to play and stuff, but I just love the ambiance of this game. It's my favorite thing. The sounds are great. Every once in a while there's little glitchies where it's kind of loud and annoying. You know what I just remembered? I'm gonna show you. Wait. It's not like we have a timetable. We have 2 months to complete this stuff. I'm hopefully not gonna take 2 months, but we're not rushing. It's not like some competitive esports game where I gotta hurry up and do stuff, which is why I like this game. What am I gonna show you, you ask? I created a little ghetto base. Oh no! So we got the portal coordinates. Yeah, Friday, right? Was it? I think it was Friday. So we got the portal coordinates, and then I had to go find the portal, and that was a whole thing. You gotta go find an ancient structure and do a little puzzle. And I was gonna do it on stream, but I really wanted to go travel around to some of my favorite hotspots. And so when I found the portal, and let me double check that I have my multiplayer disabled. Okay. I just plopped a little base down, and I had been farming the salvage data to get a few little base parts. You know, I like the little pre-made buildings and stuff. So I have one. I found an activated Indian planet that I really liked the look of, and there wasn't a lot of stuff, so I plopped a little temporary base down so that I'd remember to maybe go back there. But this one, I just named it Portal because I'm clever like that. And the portal is literally what it sounds like. I plopped a little base down right next to the portal, and now we can go there anytime we want, and I'll show you what that looks like, and it's pretty fun. I mean, I think it's fun. Y'all can think what you like. And it's purple, my little house. I tried to make everything purple. It's cute. It's literally just... Oh, see, there's my exocraft, because I called it, and my freighter was here. See, it's just a little round room with a door and some solar panels. You can teleport right in. I got some batteries going, storing hecka energy. Nutrient processor, little save point. Bam. A medium refiner. Little health thingamabob. I don't even know if these things work. Health at maximum. A galactic trade terminal, so if I need to sell some stuff real quick, you get the gist. And then another door, and then when you look out the door, there's the portal. And I will say, there is a base right on the ground next to that portal, but it's not always there when I visit. It's really strange. Like, it forgets it's there, and then suddenly it'll load the base, and I'll be like trapped in somebody's house. It's really strange. But I can portal anywhere using my portal other than my freighter, even though I know exactly where it is in this moment. But if you want to use the big portal, you just hop down the mountain with your purple jetpack. It's the weather's a little crazy, but it's fun because you get close to it and it lights up. It's like, hello, I recognize you. It says tribute to Evokian. And then I click on that. Ooh, lights up. It detected a traveler. It's engaging. A warm, dull ache spreads across my mind. I should do it quickly, it says. So 2 things. You can request this planet's address. And that means that when I click on this, do you see all the symbols on the top of the screen here? This is the address for this planet. I can give anyone, I'm on stream, you guys can see it, you can come visit me. If I give you this, I can take a screenshot. Now that's like the 3rd screenshot I've taken of that one. But you'll find me right here. Anyone who is in the Euclid galaxy, and there are more galaxies than Euclid, but that's the starting galaxy. You can plop those coordinates in and come and visit me, and I'm right there. Alternatively, you can do it quickly. Activate the portal. Now, I already did it, and I am sorry. I really didn't think it through when I was doing it. But before you get to this screen, the first time that you ever use the portal, or if it's been a while and I don't know the exact amount, a wheel pops up with all of these. I'm pointing at the screen. I will get better at it, I promise. I shouldn't promise. I probably won't get better at it. It'll be a thing. All of these glyphs will be in a big circle in the middle of your screen, and you have to activate each one. And it might be 25 carbon. It might be 50 copper. Each one is different. You have a kind of an option to do a few different materials if you don't have one or the other. But you have to activate each one, and then it activates the portal. I did it yesterday, so, you know, it recognized me. It hasn't been too long. But now that we're in this sequence generator, it wants you to give the coordinates of where you want to go. And I can very quickly, I posted on the Discord the link to the No Man's Sky companion app, and that's where I keep a list of all of my favorite portal coordinates. It doesn't have the list in there automatically. I also posted the link to the No Man's Sky exchange, coordinate exchange, I think, where people post coordinates for really cool things that they find. And I will show you portal library. You probably can't see this on screen, but a list of different portals, and I've put a few screenshots in the Discord of the, the White Guppy and an Indian farm area, a place that has double exotics when you're farming ships, and which galaxy they're in. Euclid, Eurydice, Isentime, that's the next one, I think, or the next one that most people go to. And then you can just put the coordinates in, and let's say I wanted to do the butterfly guppy. I will give you this, and they have official names on the wiki, but I'll tell you what I call them, and it's face bird beetle, face bird where is it? Am I beetle. Face bird beetle. Face Triforce black hole. Face Triforce black hole. Triforce beetle. Triforce beetle. And then 3, 1, 2, 3, Triforce. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a portal, obviously, to the location that I just said, right? Unlike going through a black hole, you don't damage your gear and all of that when you go through this portal. So I'm going to pop in there, and you'll get a loading screen, obviously. A coffee screen. And here we are. And so people will leave messages for people that put the coordinates on the coordinate exchange. Thanks for sharing, etc. You can actually fly through the portal. Like if I activated the portal and got on my ship and flew through it, which we might do on the way back, who knows. But if you don't and you just walk through it, whatever your active ship is will kind of be nearby. I've noticed it puts it like almost always in this spot, but if the terrain is weird or there's stuff already there, it almost always puts it behind the portal. So if you can't find your ship, that's probably where it is. And this is actually, I haven't been on my main game in a while, but I actually have a house right there on the hill in this exact location. It's not there, obviously. You wouldn't miss it. It was right there. It may be a multiplayer setting, maybe too many people, I don't know, built their house there before they really fixed up the multiplayer. It's there. When I log in, it's there. But anyways, the point of this portal coordinate that I showed you is that when you hop in your spaceship, oh, that's cute, go out into space and go to the space station. Remember, let's see, space station. Oof, it's really far away. So while we're traveling there, I'll tell you, each solar system has a chance to spawn a specific ship that is unique to that solar station. Not that that's the only place you can get it, but that's its unique spaceship, Maybe it's the White Guppy, maybe it's like a red-tailed fighter, and it's not always just one. They have kind of a pool of spaceships, and every time you find like a B-class fighter that you're just like in love with the look of, you can come to the space station and save your game and then reload your save, and you'll have a chance of that spawning, but with like different class, B class, C class, etc. And if it's one of the exotic ships, which the White Guppy is, it's always obviously going to be S-class because exotics are always S-class. But so say I saved and did an autosave, and if I wanted to, I could reload my autosave. And it will reset the ship spawning, right? I'm probably not explaining it awesomely, but basically if I hang out here, I mean, I would do it on the other side, obviously, but if I hang out here, I talk to some people, slowly over time, ships are going to land in this space station. And because I put those specific coordinates in and came to this space station, I have a chance of one of those ships being the silver and white butterfly guppy. And this is how I've gotten it every time. And ironically enough, I have never bought the guppy. You know, I have farmed ships for hours and hours and made a boatload of money. But when it came to the white guppy, I waited, I want to say a while, like was getting frustrated. Sometimes they'll come immediately. Sometimes you have to, you know, you don't want to reload because it will come. It's just kind of random. And I think I've waited forever and just got frustrated and needed to walk away for a second. So I told my kid, hey, if it comes, go talk to that dude. Don't let him leave. And when I came back, he bought the guppy. And then the second time, the same thing. I walked away. I had only walked away for a minute. Like I had been watching the space station for a good 3 or 4 minutes. And he bought the guppy. And I was on my other save. And I was like, really, dude? Really? I mean, I love it. I was super excited to have it. But, you know, there's a little, you kind of want to get it yourself, right? Like, you want to say you did the work. I mean, that's obviously not the guppy, right? But that's a cute looking fighter. If you wanted this fighter, but it's a C class, ew, right? I mean, you can upgrade them now, but you couldn't before. So you would sit here. These guys come, they look at their ship, they kind of do some repairs. Sometimes they walk up over there and talk to people, and then they come back and they get in their ship and they fly off. And then another round of ships come. So, yeah. I'm not deluded enough to think that if I sit here for 2 hours, I'm going to get the guppy. But it's definitely something I will do because I love it. It's super cute. And while we were flying in here, I noticed that there were some frigates that were available for hire. And you can tell because when I look on my little, I don't know what the name is for it. I say mini-map because it feels like that's, I reloaded the save, so they actually weren't, but I hear them coming in. You can hear them like pew, pew. I don't make sound effects. I don't see the little $sign. There was a green $sign. Oh, there they are. You see on the top of my screen there. I don't know. What would you guys call that? It's not really a mini-map. It's not at all. There's a word for it, but heck if I know what it is. So as you get closer to it, it says recruitable frigate with the unit sign. I thought I'd pulsed enough, and they'll hail me and say, hey, what's up? So you seek new recruits, inspect my vessel, and gasp at its mighty hull, its well-trained crew. So you inspect it. We will bring great glory to your fleet. I'm having trouble making words today. So this is a C-class support specialist with +4 combat and 2, look at this. This is actually pretty good. It's a C-class, which, you know, I'm going to have to level it up, but it levels up. Like, it's not like it's not going to happen. And it has no negative bonuses. It's got the fuel cost. It's got a +4 to combat. Starting out, it has 2-ton fuel requirement, which is the smallest that you can get. And it's already 75% through its encounters to get to the next bump up. It costs 2.3 million units, which we have 390 of, so we are good. I have 2 supply vessels already, but like I said, you can have up to 5. And I'm not going to turn down a 2-ton with no negatives. Like, that would be crazy. We're going to hire that guy. Some people will farm these to get, like, their whole frigate crew, like all their ships a certain color and all that. I'm just happy to have a crew that is, you know, not crappy. So these guys are gonna hail us. Inspect it. Okay. Okay. So this is a trade vessel. It says merchant vessel, but it's a trade. So you get the automatic plus 15 trading. It's got plus 3 exploration, minus 4 combat. So that means that it's going to take a little while to get rid of that, and then whatever it replaces is not going to be as strong. But it does have a self-repairing hull, which reduces damage. And it's 9 tons, which if I remember, it's 8 to 12. So the best would be 8, but 9 is pretty good, right? It's pretty cheap, 1.5 million. I don't know, what do you guys think? Ooh, yeah, with that bonus to exploration, look at the exploration and industrial, that's pretty high. Thoughts? No? We're gonna buy it. We have one other trade, so that's 2 trades now. And then there's a few more, and I want to say, and I'm so sorry if you heard that. That was very loud. Right. Okay. So we should be getting fairly good ships here. If I remember correctly, because we are in a solar system that is advanced, meaning a 3-star solar system, that's why we have such higher chance to get those exotics. I think that we should be getting better frigates. I don't know if that's still a thing or if I made that up. I don't know. Let's pretend that that's a thing. Incoming message. Gra, gra, gra. So another support specialist. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I'm wowing because, yes, it's a 3-ton. It's a B class. But look at the bonuses. This one has 5 is what it is. Okay. Anyway, so you get your automatic 15, minus 15 fuel cost. And then on top of that, minus 3 fuel cost. And minus 1% expedition duration, meaning they'll come home sooner. Minus 9 expedition fuel costs. That's for the whole expedition, you know, obviously. Minus 2 combat, which will go away after a couple level ups. Oh, I don't know. We have 3. I have to think about that, right? It's 4.9 million because it's a B class, so it's going to be more expensive. I like the fuel cost and the faster thing. I don't love that it's 3 tons when I got all spoiled with the 2 tons, but, you know, 3 tons isn't too bad. And after a while, like, even that doesn't really play too much. Why not? We can get it, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll just replace it. We can just delete them. I wish you could sell them back. That would be nice, but that's not a thing yet. Still no combat. All of these are not combat. That's not combat either. What? I got close enough. I will say on my first save, I did only get the Viking combat guys because I thought that was more, like, I always wanted the trade guys to be Gex and I wanted the combat ones to be Viking, and then I wanted the industrial ones to be Korvax. Is that right? Let's see. This is a supply vessel, 2 tons, but that's rough. Minus 6 trading. I think this is going to be our first no thanks. Like, that's kind of trash. Ends up being minus 3 to trading. It would take a while to bonus that to bust that up to... we have enough supply vessels. We don't need to do that. And then I think there was one more. Why are you so far away? Where are you? Aha. What is that? That's a trade, right? I forget. They all have like a similar sort of look. Ooh, I'll run into him. Watch. Be a combat. It's not. Merchant. So trading. Yeah, 15 trading. 12 tons. Bleh. It has a bonus already, so it probably has 5 trade right there. I don't know, buddy. I'm not feeling you. Like, 12 tons is a lot of fuel. That adds up. Every 250 light years is 12 tons of fuel. And you're not really showing me anything awesome. We're gonna pass on that day too. Okay. And then, base station. Oh, because I'm too close. I'm like, why won't it let me fly? We're just gonna do a quick save, and then we're gonna portal to, I don't know, somewhere. Suppose we could just portal out of here. Not portal, warp out of here and just go to the next solar system. Hey. Just gonna get some quick dialogue help. I have a bunch of the Gek relics and stuff for all these guys, but I left them in my bank. Let's see. Oh, do we want to try to go somewhere else? I always look to see what people name their stuff. Like Gold Farm. And that might just be their gold farm. They might have opened it up so other people could go there. It's hard to say. Crystal-y. I don't know what that is. Let's go to the gold. You know what? Let's not do that. I went to one the other day and it like left me on a radiated planet. It was the worst. Copper and oxygen. Nah. Let's see. I didn't keep a notebook this time, and I should have, because we have, you know, I don't know where we are in the space system. Let's just go and do it organically, right? Like I have a ton of warp cells. Still no copy. Oh yeah, we're in that other solar. No, we want to go back because we don't. Almost got me. We're trying to at least stay somewhat near the milestone path in that direction, you know? So let's go back to that. Let's see. I think let's go there. I think that was closer to the milestone. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. People build bases to the milestone areas anyways, which is kind of crazy. I do find that a little cheaty when the whole intention is to go, but I don't judge them. Like, it happens. So I built this little place. I had some planters down, free carbon every time we load in. What? How are you gonna give me a milestone for a planet that I have already been on? I literally built a base here. Oh, jeez, I almost just died. Well, so that happened. Did you guys see that? That's crazy. I don't even know how to get back up there. Crap. Whatever. So I was here yesterday. I built like a little temporary base to just have a little base in this area in case I wanted to travel back to it. I did not get the milestone for the blue planet, which I was like, well, maybe it doesn't trigger unless you like fly into it. And I think think I had portaled here. I followed someone's portal. I just like threw a base computer down right here, put a building up there. It's ugly as sin, and I don't even care. Like, I wasn't trying to win any awards with it, right? But now it tells me that I got the milestone, which is pretty stupid if you ask me. But I'm happy. I'm gonna get some indium, another supreme hyperdrive upgrade, and an anomaly detector. So that's nice. We should have done the cheer gesture, right? Hyperdrive, anomaly detector. So let's see. So it gave me indium, which I do not have. I need to make a little more space. Definitely play in the organize your stuff. So I think I put those in the storage area, so I'll just leave that down here for now. It's an S-class hyperdrive module. Let's see if I have even room. Where's my hyper? I might... 1, 2, 3. What is... I can't remember. Can you have 3 or 4 S-class modules in each section? Does anyone remember? I don't know. Let's try it. We'll move this guy over here. Hyperdrive. Technology. 4. So I guess it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a limit. Like, you know, you don't have to put the modules all together, but you do get an adjacency bonus of some sort. I don't understand it even enough to explain the whole thing. But before I do, I'm going to move real quick. I do know that you want to make like a bit of a T with the S-class modules. So now my hyperdrive range, if you remember when we got this spaceship, it was in the 200s. I think it was like 219 or something. And now my hyperdrive range is 797.4, which is pretty far. That's pretty cool. That means I can go a lot further as long as I have the fuel to get there, right? But what I was saying is you can have, you know, take this launch system upgrade. I can have this in here. I'm still going to get the listed bonus on it, which is automatic recharging. Or I can have it here. I won't get the adjacency bonus for touching the launch thruster, but I will get the listed bonus, like the minus 20% launch cost. But see how they have, you know, just like starships and multi-tools, everything has a class, S, A, B, C. You can only have a certain amount of S-class modules in each tab, and I'm pretty sure it's 4. I might be wrong. It happens. Excuse me. And then once you get those 4, you have to start putting in them in the different, you know, the general tab. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that, I guess. Oops. So, well, we got a milestone on a Monday. Good job, you guys. Let's go. And I don't have the recipe for the ramp, so we gotta... I did it fine every other time. I do it all the time, but because I'm showing you how to do it, of course, it's gonna get stuck. Haha. There we go. We'll do a quick... Nope. I put all these things a little too close together so it can get a little touch and go. Where's my ship? Landed somewhere. I don't see it on the little reticule. So that's a word. Calling my starship. There you are, baby. And just to get an idea of where we are, because I don't actually know where we are, I'm going to set this as my active thing. Here, let me unpin that. This is our active quest log mission. That's the word. Just to get an idea of like how far off course we went, because frankly, I don't even remember. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Let's see. Oh, real quick. Let's see if we can buy anything. I don't see the dollar signs. Unit signs. I do need to work on my ship, like thrusters and stuff. I feel like I'm going so slow. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's go look over here. Supply one, I think. Gag. Supply vessel, 4 tons. Bye-bye. You don't have anything. I won't. Let's see. We'll go over here. That looks like a supply vessel. It's gonna have to be pretty good to get me to add it to the fleet. Happy crew, excellent guns, roomy hangar. They're selling it. I like the pitch. Supports 4 tons, minus trading. Sorry, dude. Oh, I think it's on the other side. I'm like, I'm just gonna go through the freighter. It'll be fine. Why? Why are we getting all supply stuff, guys? Nope. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was something else. Boo. But it's actually pretty nice. It's a B class with plus combat, which means that every time, because this is the thing that it got chosen as, every time it levels up, it's going to get bonuses added to these items. And plus 1 combat is nice. That will upgrade. I can send this guy out specifically on combat missions. How many do we have now of the supply guys? 4? Is that what we said? 2 tons. I'm gonna buy it, guys. Maybe our whole fleet will just be support specialists. I don't know. I don't remember which one I already talked to. Let's go look over here. Oh, I want one of those. What? Where are you? Supply vessel. Why? Nah, 2 tons. I mean, anything we get is gonna be a bonus, but I really... nothing's standing out. They're like, gotta have it. It does have a lot of combat, but those are randomly generated in the beginning. Doesn't mean that's gonna get combat later. I'm gonna decline, buddy. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's go back. I think that we saw them all. Oh, here's a new little group. Wow, they're just coming in hard. None for sale though, huh? So, oh. Well, I don't know which one that was. I think it's the one we already talked to. Merchant vessel. It's kind of middle of the road, C class again. I probably just need to go to a different solar system to get some better ones, but 10, so that's middle road fuel requirements. No negatives again. I wonder if during the expedition mode, like they kind of made these a little bit better, because I know that when I was the last time I went frigate farming, like there was a lot of them that were crap. This is kind of crap. I mean, it's alright, but we need more of them, so we'll do it, and then if we can find a better one, we'll just replace it. That's where I just came from, right? I got turned around. Let me come out here a little bit. And then turn. I feel like I'm upside down, even though there's no real upside down going on. don't have all the ships memorized, so like it's either trade or industrial. Industrial would be nice. I don't think I have an industrial. Another merchant. 8 tons. That's perfect. All of its stats are in trade. Wow. Mom, are you straight up vibing? I am. I am. I really enjoy this more than I thought that I would, Mar. Like, I was very anxious day 1, which this marks, by the way, my 1 week anniversary of streaming. But man, by day 2, I was just like, you know what? I like this. It's fun. It's short. I got distracted. You distracted me. But I don't even care. Oof. I don't see any more here, do you guys? I think those are the ones I already went to over there. Yeah, it's... Gotta back up again. I don't know. I got a playlist. Pretzel Radio or whatever has integrates with the Streamlabs, so I can play like a chill vibe music in the background. But I just always forget to turn it on because I get so sucked into the sounds and environment of the game. I don't see any more. Okay. Probably should go save because the game likes to crash, but we're gonna... Ooh, because I said it out loud, now it's going to. We're going back, guys. How's your homework coming along, Marmar? One week since starting to stream again. Yay. That's true. It's exciting. Oh, and I figured out my account. I streamed like 10 years ago, and everyone was like, how is that possible? That's not a thing. And it's because, and I may be remembering it wrong, but I think I was streaming before Twitch was a thing. Like it was Justin TV or something like that. Good job, Mar. And so I don't have any of those old videos. It was mostly World of Warcraft, raids, and crap like that. I say crap. I'm 9 years World of Warcraft sober. All my friends are playing it again, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I quit for a reason. But the streaming, it was when we were playing World of Warcraft, and it was on Justin TV, if anyone remembers what that was. And then I don't know the background behind it, but I know that Justin TV turned into Twitch TV, or they bought him out or something, and my account got switched over. Excuse me. And yeah, so that's why I have Burning Crusade. Yeah, we played the original, like before there were expansions and stuff, but only, I want to say we had played for about 3 months before the very first expansion came out, and it was on from then. My husband and I were co-guild leaders of a casual raiding guild. It was just like a bunch of old people and parents and stuff that were wanting to still raid. So we had a whole system set up where, we would take turns and have alts and all that junk. So I don't know where I am. Actually, it's following along the expedition route, but it's so far away that I don't see the expedition. So I must have popped into someone's solar system. But also, look how far I can go. 675 light years. Remember when we were on Friday when let's see, this next stop is, I probably would have made it there. And now I can go here and here and here. Let's go. Let's see if we make it any closer to the expedition routes. Ooh, getting some WoW nostalgia. It always gets me, and then I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Discovered. were in a progressive rating guild, server first became like a job. Yeah, it definitely did. I mean, I don't know how those guys did it. I had some friends that were into it, and then they would have alts in our guild just to like have a more casual experience. But even as a casual raiding guild, like we raided 4 times a week most of the time, you know, um, and being leadership in the guild, like it was all day, every day. And it was right after I had got out of the military, and so I had a lot of free time, and it was like my whole life was the guild. And it just got completely overwhelming. And we did it, I think, I want to say we celebrated our 5-year anniversary before we called it quits, and everybody kind of went on their own way. I don't even know where I was going just now. I think go do a quick save in the space station. We had a few of our guys who were just really good, but they just didn't have the time. So we had, what's the word? We had a setup with the actual competitive guild on our server where some of our guys were like alternates. I'm probably not explaining that right, but so they would, it gets that way with WoW. It does, and you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not bashing it. Oof. This next cargo slot is almost $1 million, million units, and I'm gonna buy it. I'm not bashing it at all. I loved it so much. Oh, I'm just so happy to chat with people. That's literally the reason that I did this, so it's okay if I get distracted. I just have to remember to bring myself back to it, because I'll absolutely forget what I'm doing. And I can talk about WoW all day. Like, there's people make it their life because they can. It's the people who make it their life and it messes up everything else in their life that it can be an issue. And for me, my kids were at a age where they really needed more attention, and I was just getting completely burnt out on it. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. And people just started, you know, you put yourself out there and make yourself available, and then sometimes people expect you to always make yourself available and put their needs above yours, and that didn't work for me very, you know, I did it. I was a very people pleaser, you know. It's an ugly ship, but when it was coming in, it looked purple, and I got excited, even though I know there's no purple ships. It just looks purple in the sun. I started playing WoW as a hunter because even though I had been gaming my whole life, my husband actually introduced it to me because him and a bunch of work buddies were playing it. And they were like, oh, she's a girl, she won't know how to play, so we'll give her the hunter. And this was in the days when the hunters were actually really easy to play because they, you know, now they're a bit more specialized. They've changed a lot in the game. And I loved it. It was actually really fun. I'm more of a healer. Like, I love range DPS, I love melee DPS, but I love support classes the most. I love knowing that I'm there to like help other people. And so eventually, once I raided with the hunter and all that, and finally got to get an alt that people didn't mind me joining their groups, and so I was a priest for a while. And I loved it when they made it so we could change, you know, swap specs and stuff, so I could be a shadow priest, and then I could be a white healing priest, you know. That was really great for me. I'm trying to look to see where all these guys are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I started playing the paladin, and we had way too many paladins, like just a stupid freaking amount, and so I never got to play it. I went on a few raids with it, but I never got to, like, it was always the priest or the hunter if we didn't have enough DPS, which you would think like everyone has range DPS. That's a trash ship. Goodbye. So I got to play the priest a lot, which I loved. I was the little heal bot. And I played the paladin, and I really liked it. I loved that I could respec on the fly, and I could be melee DPS. I could do that. Remember when Hunter had ammo? I have a druid that is kitty and a healer. Yeah, now it's all spells. Like, or I mean, I'll tell you, I haven't played in like 8 years. Like I said, I'm 8 or 9 years sober now from it. But I definitely don't. It's a totally different class from when we first started. Like, completely different. Did I just look at this ship and decline it, or is this another trash ship? What? I'm not even carrying stuff. Oh, I guess I am. I got a lot of gold and crap. Fine. Okay, well, come out here, because I don't want to accidentally hit those ships. They're on approach, y'all. What am I using? Photon cannon? But I will... This is totally random memory. Even though I had been playing games forever, I actually learned what kiting was due to playing World of Warcraft and playing my hunter. Like, I had never heard the term. Like, I knew the concept, I guess. Whoops. Why am I going backwards? No break today. Oh my god, I should. I really should, actually. That's a good point. I was like, I feel like I've been playing for a really long time. What would I do without you? Probably be laying up on the couch with my heating pad this afternoon, being real mad at myself. So we didn't buy any of those ships. That's okay. Consistency. I know, I'm trying to stick with it. It's a good point. I'll also mention that my schedule is going to be really weird this week, and I don't know what the changes are until this afternoon, but I'll post them in the Discord. We'll hang out here. But the kids are all doing their state testing this week, and so like I have to drive them, and apparently they do it in the morning, which totally messed up my very well planned schedule plan. And also I made this, which I have no use for, but I thought it was cute. So now you can see George. Is that the right one? Oh no, because I have my screen open. What up? Is it showing it now? George! It's my background. I thought that was cute. I don't know. We're gonna put the game back up. Game. There we go. So, we will take the break. That is a good point. It's 11:15 already, guys. We'll talk about the schedule more later. I don't know how to... I don't even know what screen I'm showing. I'm still on that screen, aren't I? Live scene. Let's see. Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, you can join that. It's free. And I'll post some updates. I don't post very often because I just made it like 2 weeks ago. But I'll post update on my schedule for this week and what that's going to look like this afternoon. Am I going to break? Maybe I'll play some music for you guys since I don't have ads. You can tell me how loud that is. It should be very calming and chill. And you can type !point song in the chat to see what's playing. I don't have a little overlay yet because I never remember to use it. Okay. I'm going on a break. Where's our break? Be right back, you guys. 10 minutes. sunglasses headset. Mic on. Like I've never done this before. Let's see. Do we like the music or no? We can totally turn that off. Thank you. Glad you're still here. Although I want to hear what this song is. Is it gonna do it? White noise. That's pretty accurate, I guess. We can leave it on for a little bit if we like it. If it's too distracting, we'll pop that out of there. What were we doing, guys? Anybody remember? We were gonna go buy some frigates. We can, before we do that, see if we can load our freighter in here and kind of take a look at what we got, do some renaming. We'll do that after we go try to buy some, right? Let's see, where are all the purple things? Over there. Let's see. Oh, I'm kind of digging the music a little bit. It's a little loud. I can probably mess with that later. That's a later activity. Did we talk to these guys? Let's go see. Ooh. What's up? 11 tons though. But we don't, you know what? I have to turn the music off while I'm talking because it's like I'm vibing with it and enjoying it and it's distracting me. Bye. Thank you for joining us, music box. Okay, let's check this guy out. A-class. It's hella expensive, but we're rich. We have 20 and obviously the 15 industry, which we don't have an industry one yet, I don't think. Industrial. -4 expedition fuel cost, +2 trading, +1 combat. It does take a lot of fuel, but it's pretty nice, guys. What are we thinking about that? I like it. It gets us in there. It gets us to get some more, the ability to do some more stuff, right? Which is always good. And then hopefully we'll get an even better one that doesn't take so much fuel. But we have about 800,000 supply vessels. So at the very least, we can use those to pop some of that fuel requirement down a bit. We're going to buy it. I think it's a good choice. There's probably like people on stream like yelling at me right now. Like, don't do it. You don't know what you're doing. I don't care. Let's see. Supply vessel, 5 tons. You're crazy. Bye, boy. Ridiculous. We're not talking to you anymore. So we have one here, we have one over there, and one up there. Ooh. This should be industrial, I think. Or trade. It's one of those. Exploration. I wasn't close at all. That's okay. 12 tons. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna pass on you. I'm sorry. You're kind of trash. We have standards to uphold here. Incoming fleet message. It's a little repetitive, but not too shabby. So another trade, 12 tons. Pass. And that should leave us with the other one, right? Or was it? Where are you? I don't actually understand how this map works sometimes. Map, I don't. You know what I mean. Let's go over here a minute. I know it was up towards the front. What? How far did I go? Is that the one I just looked at? Nope. 1, 2, 3. That one. Ooh. Didn't like me shooting at him. Exploration. I feel like that's the same ship. 12 tons. Okay. Maybe they're just all trash. Or I looked at the same one like 3 times. It's happened. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking for the yellow dude over there. Look, I almost ran into that guy. I'm the best. We don't need to go there. We're just gonna warp. Oh wait, we were gonna try to get our freighter. Always on task. What's up? I got to see the freighter in better lighting, and it is very blue on the outside. It's very like kind of like a baby blue, but not lavender, which I'm kind of bummed about. But since it's such a light color, it should be easy when we go to... I'll have to look up how to even get those. When they first let you recolor your freighters, I don't remember if I showed that on stream or not, that menu. But when they first let you do that, it was all free. Like, you got all the colors and you could just play with it. They've since changed it. And I'll have to figure out where exactly you go to do that. Like, how do you get those upgrades? How do you buy them, I guess? So I'll look, customize appearance, see how it's... And it's deceiving because it's showing you what color your freighter is based on, like, the solar system you're in. So, like, the color is a little wonky. But see how they're all locked? I don't know how to get that. So, one day. So we're going to come over here to the manage the fleet. And just real quick, look at these guys. We have 1 page plus a couple. So we're going to start out here. And we're going to do trading combat. So we do industry A 11 tons. And we'll work on the adding the little flare after the name and stuff later, but I just want to get a quick view. This is a support vessel B03. I think SV is what I was using. Yeah, SV. So SV B02. We have a lot of support dudes, right? And then this one's our trade. TRC 09. We already did that one. Oh, we already did that one. What am I doing? Slow down, lady. EXE, blah, blah. Trade. TRC 08. That's a really good one. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the future when they start getting the added bonuses to it. I think it's going to be amazing. This is another trade. We got a lot of trade and supply. So let's see. 10. Let's see what we can do with what we got. SVC 02. So at a glance, you can see we have quite a few support ones that have 2. We can't, I wish that we could click the, you know, it puts it in the, what class it is. That's how it's sorted, to think of the word. And then I wish that we could sort by role or by stats, you know, but you can't in this menu. You can't in any of the menus, but you can see it better in some of the other menus. So you can get an idea of what we have. We definitely don't have any combat, right? We didn't do any combat ships. No, so we can't do any, probably won't do any of those. But let's get an idea of what we can do with what we have. And if it's trash, then we'll just wait until we get a little more combat. See, this is a balanced expedition, exploration, trade. Yeah, trade, or those guys are trades. So we have a lot of traders. Let's just pick the highest one, and I mean, we won't be able to see. We can just look and see. So what it does is it highlights this trade, right? So the number one thing we want to do is find our fuel bulker, our support. Everyone does this differently, and if you have suggestions for how to do this better, absolutely let me know, because I do get a little in the weeds with this and like forget how to do it properly. One moment, please. Sorry about that. What I do, because that's just what I watched a video and someone did it, so that's how I started doing it, is I find whatever fuel support class that has the highest for the mission that I'm going on. So 9, 6, 6, 2, 1. So I might send this guy out. And because we're looking where it's a 3-star, we want to put our biggest trade ones on there. 21. Let's see what our star is now. So now we have 3 stars, and we want to get it to 4 stars for it to be successful. So we'll add another one. And it may still be successful, but you run the risk of them not coming back, or coming back jacked up. But you see now it's flashing. I do not have enough fuel to send this guys out on a mission. But I do have enough stars. And then I can come out of there, and I could maybe do, what if I try to do a trade? Oh wait, that was the trade we were just doing. We just did the 3 instead of 2. Let's look at the balanced one. The balanced one isn't going to show you the line because you want the highest numbers in each row, right? So say we sent, I know we thought we might send this guy out on the other one, but what if we sent this guy here? Because that's our, sorry, I got distracted. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button again. Left click. Let's start with combat. Our highest combat is this fuel bulker, right? The support class. So we'll click him. Now, exploration. That's the science vessel here, because those are all supply dudes, so we don't have to look at that. Trade, we're looking at this one, and for industrial trade, and the highest one is this one. Now let's see. 2 stars versus 3, so it's totally gonna do it. Requires 650 tons. What happens if I put another support dude in there? Let's say one of these Lobby guys, right? And we have one that has kind of a bonus to combat and industrial, which will help overall. So say we click on that, still 650 tons. There's a whole math thing involved, and I hate math. But basically, they only will reduce how much fuel they're saving you for a small amount of time. Like, it's not for the whole mission, it's only for a certain amount of light years or whatever. There's a whole thing on it on Reddit. I still don't have enough fuel, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go and look and see how much fuel I can make. And fuel, nope. So let's go in the consumables. Frigate fuel takes dihydrogen and tritium. Normally it'll tell me how many I can make of something. I think that maybe that's when you're building. But dihydrogen, tritium. I know I should have quite a bit of tritium. What did it say? So for the 200 one, which it'll break it down if I use part of it, it's 200 each. So if I wanted to make one that makes 200 each, and I have, let's say, 1,000 tritium to spend, that's going to make 5 of those, and that is 5 times 200 is 1,000 fuel. So I'll have enough to send out one of those, whichever one I decide to send out, right? But also I need dihydrogen. Let's see how much we have. I think that's in my cargo. I only have 774, so I can only make, what's this, 600? I can make 3, which would be 600. We could do that. I can make more of that. It's just a kind of a grind, which I'll do off stream. So say we make 3 of these 200-ton fuels. I guess I could have just did it that way. I just wanted to have an idea of how many mats I have and how much I'm going to have to farm later. I could have just used the A and D key to increase my build amount and see how much it'll let me build. So we'll do that. Put that over there. And then we'll send some out. I'm sure you want to see the fruit of the labor, so maybe we'll pick one that's not 28 hours long. We could do one that's 15 hours long. And maybe we could do these little guys actually, I bet. Let's see what we can do. This is a whole different thing. These are bigger, harder, so we have to send more dudes out. These are shorter, they cost less fuel. They don't need as many people to go, so maybe we can do some little short ones, and maybe we could do 2 of them, depending on how far away they are. What was I doing? It's a expedition. Focuses on trade, hence the trade. So find my supports. 2, 3. How many stars does that give us? That gives us 3 stars. So TRC 9, TRC 12, sweepy thing. Now let's go back to the discovery and see how many we need for that. I didn't look at the fuel from that last one. I don't think it'll matter. Dun, dun. 2. Yeah, we could probably send them both out. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Don't answer that. Trade. We're going to send out this guy. Is that who I said? 9, 10. Yep. It can get a little boring, but I still find it really fun. I don't know. You guys can tell me if you disagree. We're going to send this one. Let's see how much fuel that is. That's only 250 tons. We have enough stars, we have enough fuel. We could also add some more, because while they're out, even if they're not like getting in battles and stuff, they're getting the credit for being on those missions. So we could send another one. That brings our fuel up to 300 tons. It's a solid 4 stars. Nobody's going to mess with those dudes, right? And they're going to get some experience, I don't know the word, for going out on that mission. So let's send them out. Good luck, buddies. And they're gone. They just took off to go to their planets. And then we were going to do the discovery. And this is what we have left, because remember we had 2 pages. Now we don't have 2 pages, because it only shows you who is available now to go on those missions. So we're going to choose this guy and this guy. And this guy. That's probably too much. No, that's fine. And it's only 100, because it's short, it's 5 hours. We could send some more of these Lobby guys as support to help level them up. Probably the combat one, because we want him to level that up a bit. Hopefully he will. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could send one more. SVD2. Yeah, we want to level that guy because he's awesome. And because it's a short mission, now look, our fuel requirement is 50 tons. It went down by adding more supply vessels to it, which is awesome. And so I made all that stuff. I didn't need all that stuff, but that's okay, because tomorrow morning or whenever we log back in, those guys will come back from their missions. We still have a few guys that aren't out, but the cool thing, you know, like see it says on mission, on mission. This guy's hanging out by the ship right here. You can't really see it behind the screen there, but he's there. He's there. They will, if you have, especially if you have combat, like if you get your combat ships and they're hanging out around your ship, if some pirates attack your freighter, they will fight back and they will fight for you, and it is awesome. And I love it. Oh wait, I'm gonna put this while I'm thinking about it. I'm just gonna throw that right there. Well, we'll be out in space. Oh, I just don't want it to do the freighter one because I'm not ready to do that yet. I lied. Okay. So save. And we have 10 minutes. We can hop to another space station here. And space station. Solar system? Words are hard. Monday, y'all. We're gonna hop out of here and just go follow the expedition route. I hear music like someone's about to attack me, but I don't think that's right. Look, I don't know what this is about. I don't know what that means. There's a freighter there. Oh. I think we are so hella off course, guys. Like, ridiculously. That's alright. Hopefully, maybe we'll discover something that someone else hasn't yet and get that milestone done. It's pretty great. 800 light years. That's amazing. Let's see. It's been a few jumps. I should get a combat one soon. I think it's every 5 jumps. Oh, no. Discovered. Somebody's got a house over there. Odor at the outpost. Let's check out. What are we? Look at the purple planet. I bet it's purple on the ground too. Comfortable, peaceful. I want to go see that planet, y'all. Got a few minutes left. Let's look at the suns. 3 suns. That's pretty cool. I wish that we could like target a planet in this menu, like to get a tracker there. I thought that there was one before, but maybe I don't know how to do it. It's called Doga 98. We'll finish the stream off by going and seeing a cute new planet. What do y'all say? That's not it. That better not be it. Oh, so it's hiding behind this big planet. Ya big bully? What's up? Let's go over this way. I think if I have some time this afternoon, I'm going to farm some more salvage data. I'd like to do a little more base building. It is purple. Ooh, so cute. Okay. People got some houses over there. I think I'm going to farm some salvage data. Might do a couple manufacturing facilities. Probably not going to have a lot of time today. I definitely will look at the schedule. I think my schedule is going to be messed up. And I don't know if it's better. You know, I had said 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time that was going to be my schedule. And I wasn't going to... nothing was going to break that. And then the standardized testing came up. And because the kids are going to school online, they have to do it in person, which means me taking them. So... I don't know what that's going to look like. I will definitely sit down and see. I don't know if it's better to, you know, this is my time slot. Like, so I don't know if it's better to just not stream for a few days, which now it sounds sad because I'm really enjoying it. But also I don't want to be streaming at weird times in the afternoon and people think that I will always be on that time. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'll figure it out. You guys let me know what you want me to do. And... we'll just do it. We'll figure it out. When I started streaming, I said, look, like, mama's working. It's not work. It's fun. But this is the time that I'm going to stream. Don't bother me, whatever. Don't make plans for this time because I win because I'm the mom. But school comes first. I can't be like, I can't, the principal call and be like, oh, sorry, I was streaming. You know, they know I don't work. I'm at the school, or I used to be at the school all the time. So, okay, I did see this guy. So we're going to equip our mining beam terrain manipulator. And this is how you get the buried technology module. It's so hard, y'all. It's not. It's not. Also, let's see. Can I summon? I can. Look, I can. Let's see if this works now. I am loving the purple grass. I can't wait to see what it looks like at nighttime. So I summoned my freighter, right? And so now I should be able to, let's see if this works. From my exosuit, I can put things into my freighter. Just into, if I put it in the freighter, when I come here, it's in the freighter. But after I'm in this screen, what? I can move things around. I don't know what the dang word for that was. Screen. I don't know why that was so hard. I don't have any of these already because I spent them all, so I'm actually going to keep them on myself because that's what my next plan is. I'm going to farm a bunch of salvage data for sure. And then, okay, and now because my freighter is in the system, even though I do not have a base here, hopefully I'm not going to call myself a liar, I should be able to summon a motorcycle. Pilgrim, buddy. And I equipped that exocraft recently with the scanner upgrades, the mining laser, and the advanced mining laser, so that now when I'm in here, I should be able to farm. And I, obviously you want to scan stuff first around the planet so it's not unidentified, but now I can just scan, mine these things from my craft, right? It'll go in the craft's inventory, which the motorcycle is more for like zooming around. I'll have to get another exocraft that has they have bigger inventories, some of them insanely so. But how nice is it that because I was able to bring my freighter in, now I can just zoom around on the planet. It's awesome. This guy is awesome for hunting salvage data because, they break things that they run into, so be careful if you're on a planet with a lot of sentinels. But if I equip my scanner, look at that guy. That's crazy looking. I can look around. Let me zoom out a little bit. This buried technology module is what you're looking for. You dig a tiny hole, you get this thing buried. There's another one right there. It's great. And then you get the salvage data, and the salvage data is the currency in which you buy the housing recipes, all the little stuff you can build on a base, out on a planet, stuff you can build in your freighter, all of that stuff you need salvage data for. And then I can just hop on my little exocraft and look around to the place that I just marked. I also installed a photon mounted cannon, so it's not very strong. I hope that guy doesn't kill my face. Oh, mining laser, mounting cannon. Bam! I'm sorry. I feel terrible. That's the worst. I'm a bully, is what I am. Poor baby. And then bam. Hop off there. Mining, terrain manipulator. You can kind of go at it from any direction. As soon as you get a little bit close, it'll say destination reached. And then technology. I try to do a little bit around it because sometimes there will be other stuff buried around there. But if that's what you're farming, bam. I got 4 that time. That's awesome. You can look for the other one that was nearby. You get the gist. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I am going to call. Oh, yeah, I did set up hotkeys because, you know. 4. Oh, that didn't work how I thought it would. It's coming. That's all that matters. Killed him and then ran over the body. My word. That's true. Insult to injury, right? We're going to do a quick save. So, I mean, I got like 1 minute left. I can't really stream longer today because apparently we're out of bread and I'm the worst parent in the whole world. So I gotta go make that happen. But I appreciate everyone that came today. I appreciate you talking in chat. I'm so glad that you guys were here and that you took the time out of your day to do that. I really, really appreciate it. And I will post my schedule on the Discord for what that's going to look like if I decide to not stream or if I just decide to stream later. And if you can't make it, I understand. And I'm just grateful that you guys have been here for me. I've had a lot of fun today. It was kind of a little chaotic because Mondays are crazy. But it was fun. And as I log out, I'm always going to remember like something. I'll show you the second pet that I got yesterday. What's up? It's a mechanical pet. And instead of eating creature pellets, the little dude eats ion batteries. And he's still just as cute. He's pink. And I know I love purple, but I actually don't like pink. But that's okay. He's cute. He's quiet. Except for like the little snapping around when he's running. Alright. Bye guys. Hope to see you tomorrow.